Hi guys, today I'm going to be creating this makeup look right here. It is going to be using all drugstore products and it is part of my little drugstore makeup series that I'm doing here on my channel, so make sure to subscribe if you like drugstore videos and you want to see more. But this particular video is actually geared towards my beginners out there, the girls and boys out there that are really looking to get into makeup, looking to get inspired by makeup, and just learn very simple techniques that I feel are essentials for beginners. And on top of all that, this makeup look is actually super duper easy to create. You definitely do not have to be like a professional makeup artist or a beauty guru to create this look. I feel like anybody and everybody could create this look, and I still feel like it is beautiful. It's definitely something that I would wear and that I am going to be wearing a lot. So if you want to see how I created this look and learn some new techniques for beginners, then just keep watching. So I always recommend starting with the eyes and then moving to the face makeup afterwards, just because for my beginners, if you don't know, it's much easier to do your eyes first so that you don't mess up your face makeup. Whereas if you're always starting with your face and then moving to your eyes, like, you're gonna be touching it, you're gonna mess it up, you're gonna smudge it. We can't risk that. So we are gonna start by priming the eyes, and this is the Maybelline Master Prime Long Lasting Eyeshadow Base. This is my favorite eye primer from the drugstore just because it does the job and it does it well. So it's really going to help intensify our shadows and help them last longer throughout the day. And I do always recommend going back over that primer and just setting that down with a, ivory or cream colored shadow. So I'm going to be using this new palette from Catrice. It's actually a really nice palette, and it's drugstore affordable. Okay, I got you. So this is the Catrice Essential Nude Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm just going to be taking this shade over here and setting down the entire lid from the brow bone to the base of the lids. Okay, and honestly, it's so important to add on a transitional shade for any eye look you ever create, just because this is what is really gonna take it kind of like to the next level and makes it all come together at the end. So I'm taking this shade. I recommend using either a warm tone or neutral tone transition shade. Today I'm just gonna use this because it's right here in front of me, but you could use a bronzer, you could use a more peachy shade. It really depends on your preference, and you just want to pop that right into the crease in windshield wiper motions. And you guys know this video is really geared towards my babies out there, my little, girls and boys that are getting into makeup. So I wanted to keep the eye look as simple as possible. And whenever I'm thinking of like a quick and easy makeup look that doesn't really, take too much time or effort, or even like that, it's not that difficult to do as well, I will always incorporate a metallic shadow, just because I feel like that makes it look like you put in a lot of effort, but it's actually super duper easy. So one of my favorites is this L'Oreal shadow, and this is the 24-hour infallible eyeshadow in the shade 892 Amber Rush, and it is so beautiful. Oh, okay, there's a little gap in there, but it is so beautiful, you guys. It is like absolutely stunning. This is actually my second little product. This is my second pot. I've repurchased it twice now, and to get through this whole thing is like actually pretty insane because they give you a pretty generous amount of product. So I just take it onto a little brush. It's such an easy product to use because of the consistency. It's actually like a little bit of a cream, but it has a super beautiful metallic finish. So I just take that and pat it into the base of the eyelid. And I really focus this product on the inner corner all the way out to the middle of the eye, and then go back in with a fluffy blending brush. This is actually just the same brush that I use for that transition shade, and blend out the edges. If you're already a rock star, you probably already know this, but for my newbies out there that are really looking to learn how to do eyeshadow well and easily, this is a really good step to incorporate into your routine. Really easy way to finish off the eye look is just to pop a darker color. So I'm gonna actually take this dark matte brown, I think that's matte, yeah, dark matte brown, and just pop this right into the outer V right here. I do put most of the product down towards the base of the eye and then blend upwards so that we have a nice gradient, but this is just such an easy way for anybody. You don't have to be a pro makeup artist to create this eye look. And you'll know this if you start watching my videos after this video. I always go back in with a Sigma E40 or just any fluffy blending brush, but this is my favorite, and blend out all the edges because that is such an easy way to get the flawlessness that we're looking for. Like a boss. Okay, so for liner, we are not going to be doing wings because I don't feel like that is anywhere near beginner level in my opinion. If you are a beginner and you can already do wings, girl, you are ahead of yourself. Or boy, I've seen some boys with some fierce ass wings, and I am so freaking impressed every single time because I'm like, damn, you do it better than me. I am going to go in, no, what am I doing? What am I even saying? I'm gonna go back in with a liner now. So this is the Rimmel London Scandalized Waterproof Eye Kajal. I really do recommend getting a dark liner. That is very essential, and this is actually a really good one. It's very, very black, very pigmented, very creamy. So we're gonna take this and line the lash line, and you don't have to be too, too careful with it. That's one thing that I like about this technique, because we are going to be going in and blending it out with an angled brush. I know that lashes may seem a little intimidating. They really did for me at first when I was first getting into makeup as well, but I'll give you a few tips to kind of help your lash experience be a little bit better. So the first thing that I really recommend is investing in a nicer glue. I don't usually like the glues that come in here, and I feel like they really hinder the lash application process. So that's my first tip right off the bat. But, oh, I didn't even say what these were. So these are the Vegas Nay times Eylure Luxe Collection Bronze Beauty lashes. I was in Target and I was like, oh my god, these lashes look amazing. So I thought I would try them out for this video. Oh, something's in my eye now. But yeah, I really recommend the House of Lashes glue. Mine is so dirty right now, but it's a very, very good glue. It's about $8, and I think you can get it at Sephora or the House of Lashes website. So it's not that expensive, but I'm telling you, it's gonna make a world of difference in your lashes and how they apply. So the next little tip that I can tell you guys is to make sure to measure out your lashes, because a lot of times they come a little bit long because obviously, they are trying to make it easiest to fit the biggest mass of eye shapes, and not everybody has the same shape eyes. So you want to actually cut the lashes to fit your eyes best. So I usually cut off off the end part, just because I feel like on the middle it will poke me too much if I cut off the inside. So I cut a little bit off of the outsides. I would say on average, for most lashes, I cut about that much off. But it's really depending on your eye shape and everything, so just kind of measure it out, see what's gonna work for you, and then do the damn thing. Then you want to apply the glue to the lash band and then actually let it sit there for a while so that the glue can get tacky. That is the #1 thing that I can tell you to help with the process, just because it's going to make it a piece of cake to apply, because once the glue's tacky, it will literally just slide right onto the eyes. Slide right on? I don't know if that's, that's a great way to put it, but you know what I mean. And I'll always go in with mascara while I'm waiting for my lash glue to dry, just because we're kind of getting two things done at once, So this is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot. You guys know I love this mascara so much, and it makes a really good base for my falsies as well. Then you just want to place the lashes down as close to your natural lash line as possible. You'll kind of feel them connect to your lash line, and that's exactly where you want to have them. I find it easiest to do this with a mirror underneath me so that I can really see where I'm placing the lashes. Alrighty, at this point we're gonna move back to the face now, and I always want to start off with primer, just because it is going to make it's gonna make our makeup last longer and look better and look more flawless. So I have found, oh my god, I can literally not talk right now, but I have finally found my all-time favorite primer from the drugstore. Okay, this is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much, because you guys recommended this, and I cannot thank you enough, because it is honestly such an amazing primer if you like a luminous, dewy finish to the skin, which I do. So I love this primer so much. I'm just blending this in with my fingers all over the face so that we get a nice even layer. Okay, for foundation, can we take a wild guess? Honestly, comment down below, pause this video right now, comment down below what foundation y'all think I'm gonna use. If you guessed the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, you were right, my friends. So yes, I am going to be using this. This is my all-time favorite foundation in the world. So I am taking it onto a little flat top foundation brush, sweeping it onto the cheekbones. I like to do this just because I feel like I get a more even layer this way. And then going back in with a blender or even a round top kabuki. You could use either one, honestly, and you will still get a flawless finish. Highly recommend this foundation if you have not tried it. I think it's amazing for beginners because it's just such an all-around beautiful foundation. It lasts all day, it has great coverage, it really hits all the bullet points for me. My face finally matches my body again. I'm sure that was driving you as crazy as it was driving me, so you know, I'm happy to be at this point in this makeup tutorial. Okay, so for concealer, you can see that I actually didn't put too much foundation here. That's a really good tip. Is there something on my face? That's actually a really good tip if you don't want your concealer to look too cakey, because the concealer is going to do the job on its own. You don't really have to be layering and layering and layering products. If you do have more insecurities surrounding your under eye circles or darkness under the eyes, definitely go more towards like a color corrector rather than layering on the foundation. But I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser Concealer in the shade Medium, and just applying this right underneath the eyes and down the middle of the face. I definitely recommend this concealer because it's so easy to use because of the applicator. I literally just swipe it on and then blend it out with my blender, and it is good to go. And you do want to go ahead and set that concealer down and the foundation down as soon as possible. So I'm just going to be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder in the shade 230 Natural Buff. I'm not going to mess with baking today just because I feel like that is something that also, whoa, I like literally cannot speak, but one, it takes more time, but also it does take a little bit more practice, I would say. So we're just gonna stick with a pressed powder because I think that is the easiest way to go, and it'll still, you know, set your makeup really well. And I do like to use patting motions because then we're not moving any of the product underneath. We're just literally patting it in and setting everything down. And again, I'm not even gonna mess with contouring today just because I feel like that does take a little bit more time, a little bit more practice, and we're just gonna keep it to the bare minimum while still getting extra glam AF. So I am gonna move to bronzer now, and you know, you already know though, Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, one of my absolute favorites. I'm just gonna be applying this in a 3 shape. This does give a little bit more structure to the face, but we're not going in with a heavy contouring powder whatsoever. Alrighty, then to finish off the eyes, I'm just gonna go back in with that same liner from Rimmel London and kind of just line the waterline, you know how we do. This is pretty self-explanatory, honestly. And I always go back in and blend that out with a flat brush like this one, just so we get everything nice and smooth. And mascara again on those bottom lashes. Alrighty, now time for my favorite part. We're gonna do some highlighting action, and this is my new favorite highlighter from the drugstore. It's not even a highlighter, I know, but this is the Maybelline New York Expert Eyeshadow in the shade The Glow Down, and oh my god, this is like, I'm telling you guys, this is the most amazing highlighter I've ever used from the drugstore. Honestly, in contending for all time. Like literally, look at that. So I literally place this everywhere, on the top of the cheekbone, on the brow bone, on the inner corner of the eye, down the middle of the nose, on the cupid's bow. Like literally just bathe yourself in this and you'll be good to go. And then I do like to go back in after I've already highlighted the nose and contour, just because I feel like it's easier when I have like a little bit of a line there or something, you know, like from the highlighter. So I'm just gonna use my same butter bronzer from Physicians Formula and go in and contour the nose. And for blush, I'm just going to be going in with one of my all-time favorites. This is Milani's Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. And I'm literally just going to apply this right to the apples of the cheeks and blend backwards. Alrighty, now for lips, I feel like you could literally do anything. It's honestly whatever you're comfortable with. You could do a lip balm and it would still look bomb, no pun intended. You could do a lipstick. This is actually a really pretty one. I don't know, I literally just had this like sitting on my desk. I didn't even, like, wasn't even really gonna mention it, but this is a really nice one. It's Milani's Nude Cream lipstick. You could do a lip gloss. It's honestly whatever you're comfortable with, because I feel like the eyes could literally go with anything and everything. But for me, I just discovered the most amazing drugstore liquid lipstick, so I'm dying to use it in a tutorial. So I am going to be using a liquid lipstick today, but like I said, you do you, boo, you know. Go with what you're comfortable with. But the liquid lipstick that I'm going to be using is from Rimmel London, and it's the Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade, what shade is this? Be My Baby. And I'm first going to be going in with a lip liner. So this is from Maybelline, and it's in the shade Nude Whisper. Then for the liquid lipstick, I'm just applying right between those lines, and I love this formula because it's so lightweight and it actually does wear really well throughout the day. And last thing you always want to do is set your work down. So this is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. Great setting spray from the drugstore, very affordable, and it honestly does make it last. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something. I hope you feel like it's something you can achieve. That was like really my main goal for this tutorial. You know, obviously gearing it towards my beginners out there that really want to get inspired by makeup and play around with makeup because yay, makeup, you know? But yeah, I hope you guys can recreate this look and find it really easy but also really beautiful. I actually really love how it turned out and I can see myself wearing this all the time. Not gonna lie. So there you go. You know, you don't have to be a professional makeup artist to create beautiful looks. And you already know though, it's time for my giveaway. So for today's video, I really wanted to give away an Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. I know that, you know, this has nothing to do with the video, but I really feel like everybody needs a naked palette in their life, and this is actually my favorite one. I like this one a lot and I like the naked one a lot, so hopefully you guys don't have this already because I know it's not like a super new product, but I really wanted to give this away to one of you guys just because it is such an essential and I feel like everybody and anybody should own this palette. So all you're gonna have to do to enter this giveaway is subscribe to my channel, join the Rockstar family, and also comment your favorite character from Friends, because I love Friends with all of my heart. And that's all you gotta do. So I'll pick a winner a week after this video goes live, and I will just like reply to your comment and get your info. So make sure to stay on top of your notifications and look out for a comment from me if you wanna win this makeup palette. And yeah, I have been doing a lot of giveaways, so definitely stay tuned. And that is going to be it. I'm sorry, I rambled a lot at the end of this video, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll list all the products down below. Remember, you are beautiful inside and out. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.